Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Transport Fever 2. We're currently looking at the tools factory near Air. With our truck pickup spot. There's a few other things on this side. What we don't see behind us is all of this traffic that we've created, which just goes on forever and ever. This just keeps going all the way into over here. Oh, we've got traffic lights there. Why are there traffic lights there? We don't want that. Traffic lights, no. But the traffic just keeps going and going and going, and the same going back the opposite direction. Just keeps going everywhere. It's like no end in sight. That's because these cities now have a road connection, but we have no public transport between the two. So that is what we're going to focus on today. Getting some public transport connections from Swan Hill over to Horsham, and then if we've got time, Air over to Horsham and Air down to Swan Hill. Now this guy down here, so we've got two stops there. What we really want is two more here. One for our two intercity things if we're using buses. Now, do we want to use buses? I did think about it. I think, however, we're going to take the passenger train and extend our line up there. So we'll start here, come around this way. We'll start a tunnel under here, similar to this, but then curve left. And that curve left will probably come up maybe near here, I don't know. Maybe we'll turn sooner and cross over here and come across this way and put our this one. Which one is it? This one. Put our passenger stop in here somewhere, just to get it, like, we don't want it on the main road, but we do want it close to the city. That's a better idea. Let's do it that way. So from here we'll just remove those two temporarily, so that we can extend a rail line out here. Now let's connect them back. You gonna let me click that end point? There. Okay, that'll do. Now I'm not going to cross the tracks immediately after here, because we're just going to let these trains keep going through. No shuttle services essentially from station to station. Now from there, we want to come around here. We can do that with this. Go there like that. And we want to make sure we keep our speed relatively high. If we can keep it to 200, I'd probably be happy. There's 200, kind of like there. And we do need to go, we need to start going up. What if we just do this? Yeah, that won't do what we want. Okay, so that will keep us 219. I'm okay with that. And then from there, we want to come across here. It's not going to do what we wanted it to do. So let's back that one up a little bit and say go up twice. We still want to keep our speed a bit higher. Now we can tunnel across there. Not level. Okay, we'll have to keep it up a bit. Plus this nice fast bridge. And we can do this, which will hopefully curve us around past there. Oops. Done. And now we want to go back down to ground. And we're trying to get over there, so we don't want to curve too far. But we need to leave space here. Okay, let's just do that portion. Now we'll come back and do the other line. I'm going to go from there. This part will be relatively straightforward. Come around the corner. And then okay, plenty of space past the edge. And now we're trying to get into here. So let's go with a two platform station. One will go back down our passenger line down there. The other one I don't know yet. And let's put it here. Actually, we can probably put it like right out here. Give ourselves some space to upgrade the road and whatnot around it. Maybe something like that. Now here, give ourselves a little bit of space for a diamond so our trains can cross tracks as they need to. And then let's just see what the game does if we connect that to that. It wants to put in a level crossing, but we can see it's digging down, and we're digging down there. So I wonder if this side would be better kept as a tunnel. So let's go down one more. Okay, so now we're in tunneling. Let's just go under the road, staying level. And then we're going to go up from there. Too much slope. Okay, let's take out the last section there. There we go. And then this one can follow along the side of it. Done. So now we've extended our passenger line all the way up here. Let's put some signals on there. These only need to be 400 meters apart. Okay, let's go there. We'll come down this end. That's pretty nice spacing. Okay, all signaled up. So now the train can get over here, but there's nothing over here once it does. So let's tidy up some of these roads. We'll give this a nice big street to get past. Yeah, let's do this. maybe to there. Just bin that. Sorry. That's what happens. And then we'll put a little, because the game requires a street connection. Maybe we can just put the bus stop right next to it. Buildings, bus station. So we're going to want 2 platforms in here. Now the question will be, can we get this to connect to the train station without needing a road connection? Doesn't look like it. Looks like it's... I think just because the entrance is on the front here, not on the side. But we can add side entrance there. Now if we add a side entrance there, now we can connect them directly. So we can do that. Configure. We don't want you, we want our entrance access to go that end. Let's clear out this road, give us some space again. Entrance down here. Oh, we only need 1 entrance. And then let's put that street back. Let's curve it around here. Let's go like this, and then maybe into there. We definitely don't want traffic lights. Why is construction not possible? Is everything not level enough? Is that what you're complaining about? So let's flatten everything. Okay, you happy now? We'll do that. We'll do that. And then we will add you in, and our return can come down to that corner. No traffic lights, please. Sweet. So that will let us get into the city. Now we've just got to build our intercity bus routes. So we'll get a bus stop. So from here, I don't think this is really going to particularly connect to much. So maybe we'll go bus stop here. Bus stop over here. And then bus stop in the middle. Why is that one so upgraded? Then maybe one over there. And that can be one of our loops. Around the commercial and industrial areas. Then we'll get a second one coming down here to our residential areas. and then some intercity as well. So let's just... This is Horsham commercial buses. Horsham commercial buses. Let's color it. We can already see we've got a cyan. Let's maybe go this other bluey color. Going from there. Yeah, we missed a stop. Down here. Here. To here. And that is the counterclockwise version. Because we also want these buses to go the opposite direction as well. Alright, new line. Copy that name. This is our clockwise buses. Let's color it a slightly different shade of that blue. We're going the same route, just in the opposite direction. Oops, we missed one again. There, here, here. And then this will be a bit of a mess, but it's fine. Up here, we want you to go on the same platform. You're essentially going on the same route. Sweet. Now we've got to get our bus route down here into our residential area. So it will come down the main road. Let's reuse this bus stop here. Simply because we'll have them come down here, turn left. And then put a bus stop here. Maybe one here as the city expands this way. We'll add in a new street here. And then put a bus stop up here to capture new growth. And then another one here. And then put in all of our bus stops going in the opposite direction. Done. So new line. This is our residential. Let's make the residential this pinky type color. So it's going from here. It comes down the main road to there, 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 and there. They all make sense to me. Okay. Now we've got our clockwise residential. We'll make it a slightly darker shade of that pink. Going here. Now we come the opposite way. Wonderful. And then you turn out there, come back through here. Nice. So that will... Now this stop here will actually do some of our intercity or intra-city work for us, because passengers can change at that stop. Now we've got a depot, vehicle depot up here. Good. We want some passenger buses. You would do. Let's just get 3 on each line for now. I want that darker purple on the darker purple. Let's just buy all of them. And then we had a lighter purple on the lighter purple, a lighter blue, and the lighter blue, and a little bit darker blue on darker blue. So now we've got buses going around our city here. We can already see people starting to get to use them. Now we've just got to extend our train line, our residential, passenger line up to there. So it was only going Broken Hill to Swan Hill. Now we'll add a step to Horsham East and then come back and stop at Swan Hill again, going the opposite direction. And on that line, they're pretty old trains. Got anything better? Look at this guy. Alright, let's replace these. Let's give one of those. They had BC4, which have a capacity of 120. Oh, we're limited to 140 with our engine. So maybe we just buy a cheaper locomotive for now. So we're replacing 2 vehicles with those. They have slightly higher capacity. Maybe we'll make it a little bit more. Dark green. And I want to clone them because we've got way more train network now to travel on. We want to keep the frequency up. Okay, so over time, that should help ease some of this traffic. See, 500 cars traveling this way. It's so many. We've already got some people starting to use our buses and trains. Now what we do need to do up here is make these roads more suitable for our vehicles so they don't get stuck in traffic. So we're going to come through and upgrade all of these. I don't understand why that's 6 lane. And that one there. So that gets everything on that route traveling in its own lane for our buses. Now if we come in here and look at the other line, we can do the same thing where they don't overlap. So we need to go there. This section is already done, but down here is not. There we go. Now we can see they've got their own bus lane to travel around the city. What that did is add in hundreds of street lights that we probably do want that one, but we do not want in most circumstances. That's off to the side, we probably don't need it. So all of these make no sense at all. Now these two quite possibly do, because we've got traffic turning across here. So it might just make it a little bit easier if we keep those two in. So everything is moving here. We're all moving here. This looks like a disaster of an intersection. It's something at least. I'm going to assume that they just picked up the passengers from here. You're bringing passengers to the station, I assume. Yep, look at them walking across. Nice. Okay, so we've got Horsham mostly sorted out with, there we go, already public transport greater than drivability. That's what we like to see. Now, before we go, let's look over here. There's a lot. A lot of stuff queued up here waiting. Okay, I think these just need to wait. I think actually we just need a second entry point. Okay, let's do that so we can get that curve there. How are you not possible? Right, let's just pause for a minute, so the game will freak out. So that's the road that was there, and now it's saying you can't do that. You gonna let me do anything? From way back there. I guess it keeps them out of the way of everything else. I'll just upgrade that bit to 2 lane. And then no traffic lights there. And they don't need a bus lane, because there's no other reason that anything would go in there. Just a super busy, awkward spot. Looks like everything rerouted itself to something that makes sense, which is good. Like even across here, why is there still so much traffic here? I thought we'd resolved this. Even our fancy big roundabout here. Yeah, that's a lot of people waiting. Let's replace these with the same as we did on the other line. And they already had 6 carriages, so let's add a few more. Mediocre. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. we go. Let's replace them with that. And we want to color them that fluoro green again. So now this line has not more trains, but bigger trains. We've got 106 here waiting. This should pick all of them up. Whereas before I think they were a little bit too crammed. Okay, let's just watch this go down. There we go. Look at that. It's picking them all up. That is just what we want to see. Okay, we'll leave that to keep going. We added Highfields in. I didn't even remember doing that. That's good. So this traffic will, in theory, go down eventually. Let me just... Okay, let's just pin you. Where is your home? So you live right in the middle here. You're going here. So this one you'll travel to by line. This one you won't. So in the center here, they just make that loop. And then this transfer point. So anything that brings them over to the station. Okay, there's that loop. And that loop. I think they need to be probably in... Let's give them bigger buses and more buses. And the opposite way, we'll do the same thing. Bigger buses, more buses. Let's see how that helps out around here. So we've got a few people trying to use the train. There's a lot driving back there. Now I'm fairly sure over here we've got nice-ish bus lines. This part here doesn't have a stop. Oh, they're covered there. Easts and wests. Yeah, it should be good. Alright, we'll leave that for the time being. Okay, this line waiting too long. This line waiting too long. Because you're blocking up the entrance. Now these vehicles, Mercedes-Benz 0600. So 14 passengers. Yeah. This next one is just better in every single way. And why are they taking... Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Now, let's just check these. Tools, 136. We don't have many trucks. So we want the man... Okay, so they're already manned trucks. Let's just give them a few more. Sanctuary Point fuel. These are little baby trucks. Let's give them bigger trucks. Sanctuary Point tools. They are man. Let's give them a few more. Sanctuary Point. So this should be Conmat. They are man trucks. Give them that. Everything else looks okay. You see, why is that getting fuel added onto that line? We only want to load Conmat. Because we've got Broken Hill fuel. And do we have... And we've got Broken Hill tools, so this line was usurping these other things. Okay, you get out of the way. You get out of the way. No, keep moving. Okay, so this still seems to be going okay. But this mess we had to make over here to get everything to work. Now, where are these trucks? That says a rate of 156 for tools. That should be okay. Once everything gets itself sorted out. These are our Conmat trucks. Alright, hopefully here they come. Let's just add a little bit more storage capacity here. We could probably add an exit at this end as well. Just to make it easier for our trucks to get out, so there's a bit less stuff happening down here. There's still so many there that it concerns me. We'll leave it run and see how it goes. Now let's come over here. So we don't have many people driving this way now, which is good. That means that hopefully once the traffic going back is calmed down, all of this traffic through here yeah, once we get all the way down here, will be a little bit better. Now we can probably help it out a bit. by giving some additional lanes here. Just as it's like coming up to the intersection. Okay, we'll leave that and see how it goes. And I think the same over here. Upgrade that section. That section and that section. But now these have gone silly. With where they want to go. Of course they have. So that's that Conmat line. We need to tell you to go through there. We need to tell you to go through there because you can't work it out for yourself for some reason. Okay, what is your problem? Oh, you're trying to merge there for some reason. I wonder if that main street through there, if we should just make it we'll go the big boy all the way through the middle of the city. Won't let me upgrade that one, hey? Why can't I upgrade this one? Or this one? Okay, well that road doesn't make sense. There we go. Now we've got a nice big road through the center of the city here. And since we're upgrading that main route, let's do that part as well. And that part. So it's 6 lane the whole way. And over here, that bit as well. 6 lane all the way down here. That should help get traffic moving a little bit faster. It's not a good solution, but it's a solution. Okay, now we need to deal with air. I've got a couple of options for air. We can connect to these 2 cities here so that they just kind of form into one and we have buses going between them, like just across the field here. Or we try and keep them separate and bring traffic around this way, which doesn't seem intelligent. Or we try and get a train station in here, connect over to Horsham, which could work. That will get our Horsham traffic to here, but won't help with Swan Hill. Now, I think next time we come back, what we're going to do is get some buses. We'll create a route across here. Buses going between Swan Hill and Ayr and vice versa. Look at all that public transport usage. We come over here to Horsham. Public transport now double car traffic. That is the kind of thing we want to see. How are these going? A little bit short on food. Let's just put another truck on there, just to help it out. Wonderful. Okay, I think let's take a quick look over the city. That's a lot of bread there. Not getting moved very quickly. So the rate on that line, 270, which is feeding a lot of places. Maybe for this one, yeah, don't wait. And we're gonna go a little bit silly with how many trucks we put on the line. Just to keep it moving. Because we need to get that food over to here. To send out. See this still. Still got a lot there waiting. We'll just keep adding things on. Now before we go, let's have a look at this guy. Lucy Evans, Destination Industrial Building. So that's Horsham. So they're driving from Yarrawonga to Horsham. Now, the train and then a bus is going to be way faster. So this is their house here, which definitely is within route of a bus service. And the industrial building, oh, they do everything in Horsham. That commercial building in Horsham over here. This guy, definitely within range of bus route. And the industrial building down here, definitely in range of a bus route. So I don't know why Lucy is determined to drive when we've got public transport there for her. That will be much, much faster. Okay, good. They are going down. I was just concerned for a second there. Yeah, it doesn't particularly make sense to me why she'd be driving, but that is how things work sometimes. If we look at our, you see 238, this is a main, has it connected this up again? How many times do I have to tell you? I own this section of road. You don't get to connect to it. or up here either. Because you just create bottlenecks in the city here. Good, we finally got through some of the food that's here. Yeah, like, why are you going directly through the center of the city? And there's a route around. Bypass route. Just for you. I mean, if I'd added this to come straight through here, yeah, sure. Does anything use this? Several lines do. We've still got 400 driving along there. 400. This is down a bit, which is good. These are still fairly high. I wonder, let's just temporarily add a bypass. So this road is only going to exist for a short period of time. We want you to go. You go down enough to tunnel. Hello, game. I want to move that. You will. I guess we gotta go. Now stay flat. Let's say there, and then come up here. Now, none of our routes are driving that way, like lines, because we don't have a direct connection there. But hopefully, the traffic does see that and want to use it. And we haven't put in any like highway driving between cities. We've always used standard but why are there so many traffic lights along this road? We've only ever used standard road, so we may need to think about like, at the entrance and exits of the cities to add in maybe like a roundabout or something, and then direct highway between them. We want people on our trains though, not on the car. A lot of people waiting there. Let's give you the new buses. Let's just zoom in here a bit. New buses. New buses. That's a lot of buses on that route. New buses. They already got new ones. New buses. That's a train. Right, hopefully that helps that out. Still a lot of people waiting there. Give them a few more buses. A lot of people waiting here. Yeah, that's fine. Wait, what was the time on that? 3 minutes. No way, Jose. How about this one? 107 seconds. That's acceptable. So many little trucks driving around everywhere. Let's come back over here where we started the episode. We were standing here looking this way at all of the traffic. Now, got a bit of a queue up here. Look at that, 246 million's cost on something. That's a lot. It doesn't make sense. Obviously numbers just merged together. But this was backed up both directions. Now, on one side of the junction it's completely free. On the other side, it's fairly free. Everything coming into... doesn't get bad until we get in towards the city, which is fair enough. Coming out of the city, to get into air there, busy. Blocked up all the way through the city. We need a bypass. Like, that's really what it needs. Something maybe from here over to here. Just a direct highway route. We'll get that next time. Let's finish looking at where we started the episode. Thank you very much everyone for stopping by today. I do hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, do consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. It does help out a lot. Otherwise, I'll catch you all next time. Thanks everyone. Bye for now.